What's up, guys? All right. So, no one is not with me today. And I will tell you guys, I have about like this much energy. You see? Like this much. I've got nothing today, guys. Like, there is nothing in me. My body feels tight. It feels crooked. I've been sitting on an outside chair, reading over a computer all day. So you know what? No one's on. We're going to stretch away. So I'm going to give you guys a nice, good stretch. Probably looking at 15, 20 minutes. That's about my stretch capacity before I just get tired and move on with life. So here we go, guys. As always, we're going to start forward bend. Get those arms up and reach down. This is my favorite way to start any stretch, or I should say it's my favorite all-time stretch. For me, it feels the absolute best. I'm going to slowly rock and shift my weight between my toes and my heels. And as I shift to my toes, I'm going to slightly let my weight come onto my hands. And as I shift into my heels, I'm going to actually think about pushing my butt back to the wall behind me and get a really good stretch to those deep hamstrings. All right, from here, I am going to walk it a little bit wider, and I'm going to bend my right knee, and I am going to bring myself down as low as I can, where I get a good feeling stretch. And I'm going to come up, and I'm going to go to the other side. Now, here's the thing, guys. When I stretch, I have no plan at all. I literally just follow what feels good as I move. I move into what feels good, and I move away from what doesn't. So, as I'm stretching, I'm pushing my knees out. I'm going to walk my feet back under my hips, and I'm going to bring myself down. And as I bring myself down, I'm going to take myself into almost like a really deep squat. I'm going to just push my knees apart, and I'm going to try and open up my chest. Right now, my shoulders are caving in. My entire body is caving in. I want to open that up. I'm going to try and get my little prayer hands here, and I'm going to open up those knees. I'm going to rock side to side, left to right, toes to heels. Get nice and deep, give it a few bounces. This is really good for opening up those hip flexors. Take my hands on the floor, and I'm going to stand up. I'm going to relax. Hang into that stretch one more time. All right, take it down to the floor. I'm going things you find on the floor. Your kids are still running around. I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to keep it tucked into my body. I'm going to take my left leg and extend back. I'm going to shift my weight, and I'm going to try to bring my body, hold myself down on the top of that front leg. Really relax, nice and deep, as far as you can. I can kind of shift through my hips, and as I shift, I can feel my stretch deepen. As I relax my body, as I relax my core, I feel that stretch in my front leg really deepen. If you have some, I'm thinking of my KVA chairs right now. If you have some deep-seated, like inner thigh epicenter of your leg, pains going on, soreness, this is the stretch for you. We are hitting those deep, deep epicenters. If you have bad knees, this is probably not the stretch for you. Really think about relaxing. Oh, I feel this so much right now, you guys. Like probably way more than I should. And Bring both legs in front. Both legs in front. I'm gonna open up my legs. Whew. I feel like I'm sitting on my shirt, and I'm gonna walk my way down. I'm gonna walk my belly a little bit more. I'm doing this right now, and I'm remembering when I can like put my shoulders on the floor. Those days are gone. Because if there's at least one thing kids take away from you, at least in my life, it's been flexibility. All right, I'm going to lay down on my back. I'm gonna cross one leg over the other. So I'm putting one heel on top of one leg. Taking my hands, I'm gonna take my hands. One is going through the center and one is going on the outside, and I'm going to pull this leg up. Pull it. Again, this is that deep epicenter of your thigh stretch right here, okay? This is it. Feels so good. Relax. You guys, relaxing is a huge key to feeling your stretches, okay? Take that right, well, whatever like you didn't just do, like reverse switch your feet. Going over, and I'm gonna grab through, and I'm gonna pull this way. Relaxing is absolute. Breathing into the stretch, into the pull, and into the move is going to increase your range of motion, your flexibility. And that side doesn't feel as good for me, only because it doesn't feel as good on me. I take my hands, my legs up straight. I like to not stop rubbing my eyes. I don't know if it's allergies or what. I'm going to drop my legs out and apart. As I drop them out and apart, I am going to reach down into my calves and pull my legs closer to my body. You can reach your ankles, reach your ankles. Keep your shoulders on the floor. You guys, there's no right or wrong way to stretch, okay? Stretching, if you're listening to your body, it should just feel good, right? Like, it shouldn't feel, what we don't want is to be forcing ourselves into positions that don't feel good. And the same stretches that feel good for me might not feel good at all to you. It is important. It's important for movement and flexibility. It just feels good after you stretch. Oh, that was like 16 cracks in my back. Okay, taking both legs, I'm reaching them to one side and then reaching my arms out to the side. I'm leaving my palms up because I want to open up my thoracic cavity. All right. I'm just gonna hold it here for a second because this really does feel good. And that's needed. I'm gonna gently roll my legs to the other side. Feels good, guys. It feels good. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe, you guys. And I'm gonna come on up. I'm gonna pull my knees up towards my chest. And I'm gonna reach down and I'm gonna grab my feet. All right, this is one of my favorites. And I'm gonna push my knees out, pulling my feet up, making sure I'm not caving my ankles in. I have nice strong ankles. Guys, just kind of rock back and forth, left and right. Feel those two bones, right? That, like, your hip bones. You know what I'm talking about? You feel them when you roll left and right. Really feel yourself rolling through them. Oh, that made me ready for bed. Okay. Hands and knees, guys. Hands and knees. We're gonna cat cow a little bit, okay? From right here, I'm on all fours. I'm gonna take my thoracic cavity, my lungs, my ribs, I'm gonna take them up, I'm gonna pull them up to the ceiling. I'm gonna take my right hand, I'm gonna put it up behind my head. And I'm gonna take this elbow that's in the air and I'm gonna reach through the hole that I made with my body. And I'm gonna come back up and I'm gonna look in line. And then go back through one more time. And then back up. Guys, this is a fantastic thoracic stretch. Probably doesn't feel like it as you're doing it, right? Like it probably feels like I don't really understand what I'm doing, but it's really good to open up that thoracic cavity. So if you have trouble on your squats, keep your chest up and shoulders apart, this is one of the moves that will help you pull it back together. From here, I'm gonna now take this left arm, I'm gonna reach straight through, and I'm gonna put my ear and my shoulder weight on the ground. And I'm gonna come back up and go the other direction. Because I find it extremely difficult to breathe into and to breathe through because I have an extremely tight thoracic. The tighter you are, the harder it is to breathe into and to breathe through. All right, guys. I definitely feel better. I definitely feel like, I won't say my energy has been restored, but I definitely at least feel like my body has been put back together a little bit. So all I'm gonna do now to finish, look at that, 15 minutes, that's about as fast as I can go on my stretching. But I can't take a yoga class. I'm gonna pop my toes up, I'm gonna go under and then push myself back. And I'm gonna walk myself up. All right, guys, that is it for tonight's stretching. So I hope you enjoyed it. That's all I got right now. All right, have a good day, guys. Mwah.